Welcome to the online learning platform of MSBT Learning at your doorstep. I am Sushma Kulli, Head of Electronics and Telecommunication Department from Guru Govind Singh Polytechnic, Nasik. Welcome you all to the presentation on third topic of emerging trends in electronics, that is next generation network, in which we will focus on the architecture of the next generation network. After the completion of this presentation, the learners will be able to understand the architecture of the next generation network, the definition of the next generation network, functions of various network interfaces, and the various NGN capabilities. Contents: introduction, objectives, capabilities, connectivity, features, and the architecture of the next generation network. This is the concept map for the architecture of next generation network. The definition of the next generation network. So it is a packet-based network able to provide the telecommunication services, able to make the use of multiple broadband quality of service enabled transport technologies, in which the service related functions are independent from the underlying transport related technology. A major goal of the NGN is to facilitate the convergence of networks and the convergence of services. Here the network convergence refers to the provision of voice, video and data communication services within a single network. Now the objectives of the NGN. To provide the open user access to networks with fulfilling the various regularity requirements, NGN will ensure the universal provision and access to services, promoting the equality of opportunity to the citizen, and it also promoting the diversity of content, including the cultural and linguistic diversity. NGN capabilities. The NGN shall provide the capabilities to make the creation, deployment and management of all kinds of services, present or future. The different kinds of media like audio visual with all kinds of encoding schemes and data services, unicast, multicast, broadcast, messaging, real-time, non-real-time, etc. The second one is the services with different bandwidth demands from a few kilobits to the hundreds of megabits and should be supported within the capabilities of the transport technology. And the third one is within the NGN, there is an increased emphasis on service customization by service providers. Now we can see the connectivity to the NGN. From the figure, there are four interfaces: user network interface, network interface, service network interface, and the application network interface. The user network interface is used to provide the connectivity between terminal equipment, user networks, corporate networks, and it supports both a control and the media level type of interactions. NNI is used to provide the connectivity to the other NGNS, other IP based networks, PSTN and ISDN. It also supports the control and media type of interaction. SNI, that is the service network interface, is an interface which provides a channel for interactions and exchanges between the NGN and the other service providers. The SNI supports both a control level and the media level type of interaction. The ANI. The ANI supports, or it is an interface which provides a channel for interactions and exchanges between the NGN and the applications. The ANI supports only a control plane type of interaction without involving the media level of interaction. So this is about the connectivity of the NGN. Now we can see the features of the NGN. It is a packet-based transfer, high quality broadband communication by controls of quality of service, separation of control functions among the bearer capabilities, decoupling of service provision from transport, support a wide range of services and applications. Generalized mobility means the user can communicate from anywhere in world or technology independent. A variety of identification scheme, for example, E.164 number system or the URL schemes. Converge services between the fixed and mobile. Independence of service related functions from underlying the transport technology. It is a 4-layer architecture: access layer, transport layer, control layer and the service layer. It will support a multiple last mile technology and compliant with all regularity requirements. Now, this is the important slide of this unit outcome: NGN architecture. The architecture supports the UNI, NNI, ANI and SNI reference points. The NGN architecture supports the delivery of multimedia services and the content delivery services, including the video streaming and broadcasting. The aim of the NGN is to serve as a PSTN and ISDN replacement, that is a public switched telephone network and integrated service digital network. The NGN functions are divided into, as shown in this diagram, service stratum and the transport stratum. The transport stratum provides the IP connectivity services to NGN users under the control of transport control function, which includes the network attachment and control functions, mobility management and control functions, and the resource and the admission control functions. The transport stratum functions include the transport functions and the transport control functions. The transport functions provide the connectivity for all components. It provides the support for unicast, multicast, transfer of media interaction. The transport function includes, from this diagram you can see, access network function, edge function, core transport function and the gateway function. Let us see the function of each. The access network function. It includes the quality of service control mechanism dealing directly with the user traffic, including the buffer management, queuing, scheduling, packet filtering, traffic classification, and in addition, the access network provides the support for mobility. Edge function. The edge function are used for media and traffic processing. The core transport function. The core transport functions are responsible for ensuring the information transport throughout the core network. The gateway functions. The gateway function provide the capabilities to interwork with end user functions and the other networks, including the other type of NGNS and many existing networks such as PSTN and ISDN and the public network. The transport control functions, again it includes the NACF and RACF. The RACF interacts with the service control function and transport functions for a variety of applications. For example, the SIP video call, that is the SIP session initiation protocol call, and video stripping that require the control of NGN transport resource, including the quality of service control. The RACF interacts with transport functions for the purpose of controlling the functions in the transport layer. Bandwidth reservation and allocation, packet filtering, traffic classification, network address and port translation and firewall. The network attachment and control functions. It will provide the registration at the access level and initialization of end user function for accessing the NGN services. This function provides the transport stratum, level identification, authentication, manage the IP address space of the access network and authenticate the access session. The next one is the mobility management and control functions. It will provide for the support of IP-based mobility in the transport stratum. Now the service stratum. It includes the service control function, content delivery function, and application support functions and the service support function. The service control function includes the resource control, registration and authentication, authorization functions at the service level for both mediated and not mediated services. The application support functions and service support functions includes the functions such as the gateway, registration, authentication and authorization functions at the application level. Now the end user functions. The end user equipment may be either the mobile or fixed. And the management functions. The management functions provide the capabilities to manage the engine in order to provide the engine services with the expected quality, security and reliability. So this is about the engine architecture. Now the students can attempt the MCQ set which is provided in the formative assessment. So at the end of this presentation, the learner would have got the idea of what is next generation network, connectivity, architecture of next generation network. In the next presentation, we would learn the functions of the various components used in next generation network. Thank you and have a smart learning.